Hi, and welcome to another Secret Entourage Academy episode. Today we speak with Paul Howey, co-founder and CEO of TalkRoute. It's really interesting to actually have Paul on today. They were a business that was very bootstrapped, and today they're currently having over 40,000 users use their service. And he's here today not only to tell us a little bit about his entrepreneurial journey and all the things they've had to overcome to get to this point, but he's also one of our individuals is listed in our resource page because his services are so valuable to new entrepreneurs that we figured it would make sense to go ahead and have him come on and get you guys kind of familiar with what he does. So welcome to the show, Paul.
Oh, thank you. Glad to be here.
So, for people who don't know what TalkRoute is, I hate kind of stealing the thunder from people and telling it for them. So please indulge us a little bit about what you guys do, a little bit about your services and how it all works.
Sure, absolutely. So TalkRoute is a virtual phone system. If you're familiar with Google Voice, works the same way. Takes existing phones and service providers, except our system adds small business features, such as auto attendant, so the press 1 for, press 2 for, press 3 for menus, hold cues, hold music, custom greetings, all those things that you'd like to have in a small business phone system, but without necessarily the cost of an on-site system or a hosted VoIP system.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about, let's talk before we kind of get into the whole nitty gritty of how you built this business to 40,000 users. Let's talk a little bit about the beginning before you got into this line of work. Tell us a little bit about your background and how it all came about to you getting involved with something like this.
Sure, absolutely. So actually when TalkRoute came about, I was actually working on another small business of mine. And my partner and co-founder, Eric, was actually working in telephony. He was actually building some of the largest phone systems for companies like Boeing and Trump Towers. And I was in the position where I was actually using Google Voice. And I needed something that offered more small business features, but still basically functioned in the same manner. And when I discussed this with him over the phone, he told me shortly it really just didn't exist. So he then spent the next couple days, or when he had free time, and he programmed the very first version of our system of TalkRoute. And I used it for weeks, actually months, before I realized that this is what I should be building a business around and not what I was currently doing. So I switched, we pivoted, me and Eric started TalkRoute together, and it just kind of grew from there.
What line of work was your other business in?
My other business was actually an e-commerce site that was reselling automotive parts. It did decent business. It was nothing too extravagant. Actually ended up rolling that into something different down the road, but it just was pretty much the place where I started actually taking phone orders, and I needed a way to take those phone orders professionally.